Hello guys, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. This is, hold on, let me just mute myself. This is August 7th here in Korea. Hope you guys are staying cool because it is also very hot here in Korea. But it's raining today, so it's good for us, but hope you guys are staying cool in this hot summer. And today I'd like to start a new format and talk about 2021 Kia Optima, or known as K5 here in Korea. And anticipate what would actually look like in the future. You know, giving you a few updates before the actual launch of the car, and for those of you who cannot wait any longer for more information about the new Optima. So I hope you guys find this format likable, because I think we can show you so much more, because Hyundai and Kia are pumping out cars like crazy lately. So let us know what you think about the new format in the comment section, and also we're doing this live, so if you have any questions, let us know through the comments. And thank you guys for tuning in already with the notification. Thank you guys, and before we begin, please do support us by subscribing to our channel. And let me say hi to you guys. Hello, Julie. George is here. Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I said, this is first time we're doing this kind of, what do you call it, spy shot review. And thank you guys for your support, and we'll see how this one goes, and if it's good, then we'll try to do some more. I wish we did this for the GV80, but anyhow, we'll just do our best with the first one. And before we begin with our new Optima, I'd like to list few of the new cars who are ready to be launched here in Korea in the second part of the year. We first have a Kia Mojave Masterpiece, which is the second generation Kia Borrego, launching end of this August. I'm not really sure about the new design concept, but let's wait and see what they actually roll out. Hopefully it will look better than that. And Genesis GV80 will be launched this November, finally. Seems like everybody is waiting for the GV80, and myself is waiting for it too. And Hyundai will also roll a facelift version of Granzer, or also known as aka Azera in the United States, this November. So I'm hearing it's going to be a facelift version, but it will be much more like a full change model. So please do stay tuned for the next Azera as well. And I hope Hyundai will start exporting Azera as well. So, and we're gonna have no pictures yet, but we're gonna have Genesis G80 happening early next year. I thought it was going to be launched this fall, but it has been postponed to next year. Maybe they were worried about cannibalization with GV80 and G80, but you know, so if that's kind of bummer. But if you're waiting for the GV80, so I guess you will have to wait a little bit more for the G80. So GV80 this November and G80 next year. So hopefully maybe January, February would be nicer for those of you who are waiting for the new car. And before we talk about 2021 new Optima, I'd like to refresh your mind, and because I think you might be forgotten what the old one looked like. And let me just show you. Kia first announced the first generation Optima in year 2010 as a replacement of Loche, that guy. Loche wasn't selling so well in Korea, but new Optima, the K5, was a big success in Korea. It gave Peter Schreier, the designer, a big impression with a big success. So, and then after 5 years later, Kia rolls out this second generation Optima without much changes. Sales weren't that great. That is probably why Kia is rolling out, within 4 years, Kia is rolling out the third generation new Optima, November. So let's take a look at the car. And before we begin, I'd like to give special thanks and shout out to Automedia and also Bobedream for the images. I left the links in the description, so if you like to read their full article or see more pictures, please do so. And I'd like to once again say special our thanks to the Automedia and Bobedream for the images. So, okay, my Siri is reacting. No Siri. Okay, so why don't we start with the platform, right? Platform is quite important. So let me show you the platform. Optima will be built on completely new platform, which we'll share with the new Sonata, looking like that. But we are hearing it might be lower and longer to give a more sporty feel to it. New Sonata is sitting on new platform that is about inch lower with 1.4 inches longer wheelbase than the outgoing model. So you can't expect new Optima to have similar or larger platforms. So I think we drove the Sonata a few times, 2 test cars and on the media test drive, and it drives really well. It feels solid, but maybe I need a little bit more power. But other than that, it feels good. It feels stable on high speed, and it turns really nicely too. So I have one comment is that I hope it gets a little bit less noisy, because LF Sonata seemed to be more quiet on high speed. It seemed to be alright in local areas, but on freeways it a little bit got, maybe it's because of the design, it's got louder than before. So, but overall this chassis and the platform felt really strong, and I hope the K5, the Optima, they fixed a little bit of the noise problem, and then I think it'll be a very, very nice car. And let's talk about engine, because engine is very important as well. And as similar to platform, the Hyundai Sonata's engine will be shared with the K5. So let's take a look. In Korea, we're going to have 2-liter base gasoline engine as base, and 1.6-liter turbo, LPI and a hybrid in Korea. But in North America, you'll be getting 2.5 as base, producing 191 horsepower, 1.6-liter turbo, and both made it to 8-speed automatic. Rumor is that they're going to be Optima GT with 250 horsepower to cope with Hyundai Sonata N Sports. And we're hearing the new Optima will also get all-wheel drive system and also hybrid model as well, launching for the later for the Optima. And I'm really kind of surprised that Optima will have some sort of all-wheel drive system for the new car. And you know, it's a family sedan, and all-wheel drive system takes a lot of room, especially in the back seat. So I'm really curious how they're going to solve that problem. And if they do have it on GT, you know, with the 250 horsepower, I'm hearing they're going to turbocharge the 2.5-liter gasoline engine and produce 250 plus horsepower. If they made it to all-wheel drive system, then love to drive it and love to take it on corners for you guys. And hopefully, you know, they take care of that. Hopefully the rear space won't be too crowded. So let's take a look at the design now. And yeah, let's start with front. Front design is quite heavily camouflaged, but it seems to have pretty sharp-looking headlamp with air curtains on each side. Not sure if it's functional. Gonna have to check it out later. We also see horizontal grille divided top and bottom with radar sensor below. Like I said, it's too heavily camouflaged, so let's get some help from our Russian friend. Because it's just a rendering image, but it's not actually going to be produced like that, but hopefully it will be very close to that, because that looks really comment section. So I think I just leave it in the because it will be launched here pretty soon. So we'll also give you some updates through the media test drive, and also hopefully we'll get the test car soon and also give you some updates. So let's move to the side and also show you the side. Okay, like the previous Optima, it looks like it will have low and wide design concept. It still has a typical Optima C-pillar design, and it looks like similar to Sonata. They moved the side mirror to the bottom, and also they have added a small window right next to A-pillar. So that's interesting changes, very similar to Sonata from the side. And when I drove the Sonata, that little window right next to A-pillar was very helpful. It just opens up the visibility, and also the the side mirrors that move to the bottom, that actually helps with the visibility as well. So Sonata was very good all around. The visibility was all around, but I hope Kia stays that way with the K5 Optima. But usually they have a more, slope near the C-pillar. So I hope they make it, with good visibility as well. So with all that said, let's move to the back, and let me also show you the back. And like I said, the visibility is somewhat concerning looking at these pictures, because the trunks has a shorter lid, and the lid is positioned a little bit higher, so it will look very sharp. But once again, I'm a little bit worried about the visibility. So so even from the back, it's really. Oh, and then they also moved the license plate to the bottom. So I like to see how they actually look, but it's also camouflaged very heavily. So let's also get some more help from our build it like this, because it looks really Hyundai folks. I didn't confirm, but I think they're using that 2.5 liter four-cylinder gasoline engine off the new Cadenza, which is also called K5 here in Korea. It also has dual injectors per cylinder. It has GDI and also multiple injection per cylinder. So I think that will solve some of the problems that you are having engine issues with Hyundai. But other than that, looks pretty solid. And guys, we're doing this live, so I covered interior. We also have interior to show you. So let me also show you the interior. It's very heavily camouflaged. So this is back seat. Looks like a cloth seat, but the front seat seems to be a little bit semi-bucket seats with cloth material, but we're gonna get some leathers in the future, hopefully. And new Optima will also have digital gauge cluster like a new Sonata, and electric shifter like a Sonata, you know, hopefully. And Kia usually likes to use embedded type screens for the infotainment screen, so I think I'm guessing they will be using infotainment screen embedded type. And I have no problem with the Hyundai's floating type. I kind of prefer floating type because I have a little bit better visibility, but Kia does a very good job with the visibility, although embedded type. So let us know if you do have any questions. Let me read the questions. Yeah, it's got dual injectors. I have to confirm with Hyundai. Let me ask, but I think it's the 2.5 liter, same engine, made it to 8-speed automatic, and they're saying the hybrid version model will be 2 liter with a 6-speed, you know, hybrid transmission. They'll make about 152 horsepower, and yeah, it's going to get also a solar roof, which will give you additional 800 miles per year. They're saying, just having this roof on the top, so that will give you also better, you know, gas mileage and so on. So if you do have any questions, let us know through the comment section. This is all I have prepared. Yes, K9 is boss. It's also called K900, right? So Kia's. So Ali, I think this car will be launched here in Korea sometime November. So we'll show you the car in November. We'll attend probably the media showcase, and we'll show you the car, hopefully. And hopefully we'll get the test car in about 2 weeks or a month after that. And maybe we'll also have the chance to show you the car through the media test drive. So, yes. So, oh yes, Joe, solar roof on new Sonata hybrid. So maybe they'll probably put it on K5, the Optima as well. So I haven't confirmed with Hyundai or Kia yet, but we're gonna get this car in this November. So maybe you guys will have this car in this summer, early summer, or maybe later fall for this car, because usually it takes about 6 or a year, 6 months to a year to get Hyundai and Kia guys to prep and get it confirmed with you guys in the government. So yeah. So if few updates, we're gonna have a Kia Seltos 1.6 liter gasoline engine turbo all-wheel drive here in Korea. Tomorrow we're gonna have a test drive. We're gonna film it, and we're gonna probably get it uploaded soon. And in 2 weeks we also have a Cadenza K5 test car coming, so we're gonna also give you an update on that as well. So let us know if you do have any questions, because and also let us know what you think about this spy shot reviews, what you call it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, because I think we can show you so much more indoors, because test drives takes like a day or so. So maybe we can get this kind of review in between the reviews. Okay, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yes, Eddie, we're also waiting anxiously to see GV80, and it is very, very hot in Korea. It's raining today, so it's a little less, but so yeah. So Canada is actually cold, right? And to you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with more car reviews. Actually, like I said, we're gonna have Kia Seltos review film tomorrow, so Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel before you leave. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye. So let me see.